we knew that we needed to create space where an energy where folks could recycle their dollars back into their community. We knew that we need to create platforms for ourselves. We couldn't really look outside to other people for sustainability. We really literally had to create sustainability for ourselves.
Well, it's a deeper meaning in a sense of just shopping. In 2014 and 2015, when there was a call of action to protest against police brutality, there was this idea of boycotting stores that were not supporting our efforts in police brutality and police terror around the nation. It was called Not One Dime. So folks would say on Black Friday that we wouldn't spend any money. But our idea of boycotting now compared to what it used to be in the past, there's no real solidarity, there's no sustainability in boycotting, and in the reality of it all, people want to shop. So when we looked at it as me and my two partners, we said, well, why don't we give an alternative? Because we're always about solution-based agendas. Yeah. Why boycott when we can create our own? So what we did is on that powerful special day where trillions of dollars from black people go into all these different businesses, when our black dollar is just circulated only for 6 hours in our own community, we said, let's create a Black Friday event in our own community. So it was a response to a call for action. So this is our idea of economic justice.
We pride ourselves in being able to create the energy that is culturally specific to the people, not only in this community, but the neighboring communities. And we want them to feel good about purchasing from us. And we also want to own the businesses in our community. We're in the middle of a pandemic, and we've been suffering through it and growing through it since March of this year. So this year is kind of special for us because we want to make sure that we're able to make it through this cold winter, right? So we want the consumers in the community to know that we're still striving and we're still thriving to stay in business. And one of the things that is really critical is being consistent and being able to keep our doors open. We also hire youth. You go into many of our stores even today, and we have youth working. So we employ the youth in our community. And it's crucial for us to stay open because it's crucial for our youth to see us sustaining and pushing through in this pandemic so that when it's their turn, they'll know how urgent it is to, one, support the businesses in their community, and two, to actually build the businesses in their community. I'm really passionate about pushing literacy. I have a bookstore. And so, I'm just passionate about business and business development. Also, too, I'm very solution driven. So oftentimes we talk about gentrification in our communities. The only way we can combat gentrification, we have to own the businesses and we have to own the property in the community. And so that is something that's important to me. So that's what keeps me opening my doors every day.
You don't necessarily see you can see us in advertisement, but you don't really see us in businesses, right? You don't see black businesses highlighted in a way like all those other big corporations are highlighted on Black Friday. So this was our time and our opportunity to highlight our own black entrepreneurs, our black superheroes, our black businesses, and embrace them and just say, yo, we see you, we're here with you, and we want to kind of just embrace your talents and show the world your talents.
What are some businesses, types of businesses that we'll kind of see? Like, what would I see if
you came in, you'll see everything that you see at the mall. You'll see everything. You got thrift stores, you got bookstores, you got hair stores. You got pop-ups, you have clothing stores, you have eyeglass stores, you have everything. Everything that folks see on an everyday basis. And that's the kind of thing, it's like welcoming people to our community, right? I think that when you think about entrepreneurship, you think about our ancestors when they created their own in moments of horror and terror. And you think about the enslavement of our people, right? We did labor for free. We cultivated this country, right? So in a bigger kind of adieu and a toast to our ancestors, this is something that we have to do. We have to build on our own because we found ourselves in these predicaments. COVID-19, the pandemic has been in the black community forever. This is nothing new. So when these things happen, it affects us triple. Now, what do we do to get ourselves out of it? Well, we support ourselves. A lot of us aren't getting these business loans. A lot of us are having to close down our businesses. Some entrepreneurs have had to now find a alternative job because they have not been able to keep up, you know what I'm saying, with the rent. One customer can help support a whole family. But in this event for 2 days, think about it, 2 days, a average vendor can maybe pay $140 for a vending booth space and turn around and make about $2,000. That $2,000 can help support them for 2 months. Now tell me if that's not an economic impact to a community that needs things like this to help support and sustain us. So when we keep talking about racial inequalities and racial justice and social justice, I think sometimes the mark misses on the economic justice and the value of black economics that we are saying. America has we've been the back of America. You know, I think that when you look at athletes and you think about the entertainment, you think about our culture is in front of everything. But the devalue of the people, they love the culture, but they don't really respect the people. So this is like loving the people and loving the culture and inviting everybody to come in. So Black Friday is not about only black people, it's about all people. Because if you're in the struggle, if you're striving for something greater than yourself, you will be right here with us. And when we call a call of action of saying, how can we show you Black Lives Matter? Well, Black Lives Matter by you coming here on November 27th and November 28th and spending your dollars with black entrepreneurs and black businesses. That's what we're saying. We don't want to see the t-shirts of Black Lives Matter. We want to see your dollars showing us that Black Lives Matter because it's our economic base. And I think that's always been the struggle that I've been, as I've been on the front line of the activism, and I've been also on the front line of empowering our communities with businesses. It's always been that connect. How can we connect the activism and the protesting and create it into power? Because our economic base is what we're missing. We're just not talking about justice and firing police officers. We're talking about we want to start establishing and start rebuilding our communities. And I think that has always been lost in the shuffle in our experience when we've dealt with this kind of thing. And that's why these events are so important. It magnifies businesses that would not even get the light of day.
And what can we do next? Because one event or one opportunity builds upon the next. So this is not just event based. This is a mission. This is a movement. This is our purpose. Come out and support your local entrepreneurs and your local businesses. We even have people launching their businesses at our events. It's free to come in. It's going to be COVID friendly. Thermometer temperature checks will be administered before you can even enter. Masks are required, but we're still not going to compromise the energy. It's going to be high energy. The vibration is going to be high, and you're going to find what you need. And there's a whole bunch of businesses that are hoping to win the business of the consumers and the visitors.
So this is our opportunity to really shed light, and hopeful people will see that if you really want to start supporting African Americans, start supporting our businesses.